Few people stick around long enough to really see what's going on in this realm, where they are, who speaks the truth, who's a deceiver, who's a grifter. Few people stick around long enough to know anything in this realm. Very few. Most will be tricked. Here's Howdy McCoskey over on that Hair Hat channel. Open your reality. We can't fix reality. They're trying to trick us into the next simulacrum.
There's actually two sides to this seeing of what's being called a reincarnation trap, or others are calling it like a reincarnation trick, which is a nicer way of saying it.
I don't think it's a nicer way of saying it. I think it's more accurate. So Chad put this together, even though he said the other night that he doesn't believe that this is a soul trap. As for Chad, he's got 1,300 views in 5 hours on this video. 190 people hit the like button without him having to ask anybody, I think, to do that. They just do it. And I showed you a 1,200 views live stream I did with about 60 likes. So he gets almost 200 likes. I think people do prefer bullshit. Go ahead. If you want this channel, I'll advertise it for him, even though I know he's pushing bullshit. I'm not stopping anybody from getting programmed other places. Here's the link in the chat room. If you want to go there, have at it. Go get programmed. Go get your mind warped. Go listen to a guy that one night says, "Hey, this is not a soul trap. I don't believe that." Blah blah blah. The next night he's putting together a video like this with these images that he edited in with his interview with Howdy. He'll have your mind going all directions, all over the place. You'll be so mind fucked before you leave here, following these shit channels that a lot of you insist on going to, that you won't stand a chance of getting out, no matter what you've watched on my channel. You'll be so mind fucked all over the place. You won't know what you're doing. You'll be listening to Chad say this is not a soul trap one moment and playing Howdy Mikowski the next moment. One day, one thing, the next day, a different thing. You'll be so mind fucked. Nobody will be able to help you get out of here. That's your choice. That's what some people want to do. I'll show you again. More people support this. 191 likes, 1,300 views. This is what people want. At times I watch this, there's no jealousy. I just wonder why. At times I'm doing what I'm doing. Go give him money on Patreon. Go give him money on PayPal. Go give him money on Cash App. He's asking for money a whole bunch of different ways. He's running a school, a yoga school. He's got all kinds of stuff over there. He's selling shit, advertisements with discount codes. He's doing a whole bunch of shit there for money, and most people can't see it. So a lot of times I do these shows, I'm wasting my time here. I'm talking about Chad, Open Your Reality, doing all that for money. Howdy, of course, is doing it for money as well. This is what people support. Go give them money. Go get scammed. Go give them money and get scammed. That's the level humanity's at. When my channel's down, you should be able to figure, oh, it was a strike. The channel's in trouble. It might go away. Once it's gone, you'll have shit to watch. Maybe then you'll realize what you're missing. It's just frustrating. It really is. It just is. There's not enough people watching this for me to even keep doing it. So every week now I'm questioning, should I keep doing it? Should I keep doing this? I don't know. I don't know if I will. It's a week by week thing. Should I keep putting energy into this and keep seeing more and more support, people supporting shit channels, liars, grifters, shekels, beggars, and this is what people do. Give them something for free and they just can't seem to appreciate it. I wonder if that's just part of humans in general. I don't know. But they have false confidence. Just like New Agers. What's the difference between some of you and New Agers? They have false confidence in their beliefs. You're choosing it. I tell people thousands of times, choose wisely. People won't even think about simple words. A lot of people will say, well, they're tricked, Stephen, but they were here. They were on my channel and went back to evil shit channels. I can't relate to that. I can't relate to ever finding real truth and then going back to jumper and swallowing sewage lies. I can't relate. I can't fathom doing what I see people doing. You're not like me if you're doing that at all. As far as I'm concerned, you're a different species. If that bothers you, too bad. Go cry somewhere. That's another human reaction that I don't get. When told the truth, you get angry, you cry, you do all this emotional stuff. You get all upset by hearing the truth. If I were a demon, I would just make you upset. I wouldn't even have to do very much to get you to come back here. I would just make you spiritually upset so that you're crying like a bitch. And then I'd say, well, you have to go back. I would tell you have to go back. You're crying like a little bitch. You're not strong enough to leave here. If I were evil, if I were an evil demon, I know I could get some of you back here. You're not strong enough. You're just pretending. Because a lot of you cry when you hear the fucking truth. Don't you think that demons can make you fucking upset and use your emotions against you and get you back here? Like, a lot of you you're not ready. I'm not saying you deserve to suffer in this hell realm, but you sure aren't working to deprogram yourselves. You're little bitches and you're pretending to be strong. And then you come up against someone that is strong or a spirit that's strong and you look weak. So too bad. If you want to go in the recycling bin, be a little crybaby. And I'm talking about some women that haven't been here for months because they're crying about it. So they don't come here anymore. Inga doesn't come here anymore, for example. Uni doesn't come here anymore, for example. Toughen up, cupcake. Some of you can say that I'm harsh. You think I'm so harsh. Well, do you want to be prepared for a fucking war? Do you want to be prepared to face demons, or do you want to start crying over a couple words spoken on YouTube? Because that's not tough, and that's not tough enough to get out of hell. That's my viewpoint. You're free to disagree.
It will never get better. This reality will never, ever improve. Right? And this is really, really challenging because the majority is all about, God.
I don't think it's challenging. It wasn't challenging for me to face this truth about this realm. It is for most humans, though, because most humans don't want the truth. They want a fairy tale. They want to hear what feels good, even if it's a lie. As long as it feels good, they don't care. They don't care about the truth of where they are, what this place is. They don't care.
And God is coming to make this paradise, and we just have to help them, right? We just have to help God to fix all this. But for all the billions of people who tried to fix reality, all the trillions of prayers sent to God, it never gets fixed. It's
I think he got that from me though recently because I think he prayed up until recently. The prayers go unanswered. Trillions of prayers go right in the recycling bin in heaven. There's a big recycling bin. Picture it that way. I don't care if it bothers. They just get recycled.
It seems to just get worse. And for me, the
And most in this realm, most human beings are very, very lazy-minded, have no attention span, no focus. And most human beings in this realm do not care about the truth, about what's true or false. They can't see it. I've spent a lifetime trying to reach people and been able to reach so few that it is disheartening. And for the ones that say, "Who cares about the numbers, Stephen? You don't know me then. You don't know how my mind works." I don't do things that get no results. I don't bang my head against a brick wall and say this is working when it isn't working. Eventually I do something else. I'll try another way or move on. That's what I do. Some of you on my channel don't care about me. I'm not crying about it, but I can tell you'd rather me bang my head against the wall. You'd rather me destroy myself trying to get through to people and I'm not getting through than just quit doing it. So that's lack of care for me as a being. Most people are unreachable. Most people prefer lies and evil. That's what they follow. Most people even get bored, as they call it, with truth being shown and analysis videos and everything else. But it is exhausting. I've been exhausted for many months doing this because it's like trying to run into a strong wind or sail against the wind and you're just not even moving. No progress. So I don't know how you people deal with that. But again, you don't tend to run channels. I don't think there's anyone here that regularly follows me that's doing what I'm doing or trying to do this with a channel. I made a lot of progress in the first year or so, but a lot of that's gone because people left that were around. They're still subscribed, but they're not here anymore. And a lot of you don't notice. A lot of you don't notice very much, to be honest. A lot of you, I could say things today and you've forgotten it by next week. I don't know how to relate to people that just can't focus, can't remember, can't pay attention, can't learn something and retain the knowledge. I don't know what I'm dealing with. It's not out of lack of care because I've tried to help you not follow them. But a lot of you will go back to following shit channels run by demons. Hundreds do every year. There's whole channels of people that used to be here that are following demons. So anyway, if you see through a couple things in this realm, congratulations. You think you're awake to all of it. You see through a couple things that you've been lied to about, but there's so much more that I don't think you see through. A lot of people get what I call the baby truth or ego. They think they see through it all. Anyway, that's the way it goes here. The bigger the lies, the more it's followed. How am I supposed to care about people that are duped by evil that spent weeks or months here and then they've been slandering me for the past 6 months or a year? Hundreds of comments some of them have written, like Orphan Annie, for example, or Trash Luna, or Carol Trashmas, to name a few. There's others. There's a whole list. So people will make excuses saying, well, they just got duped. Well, why are they so vicious and demonic? See, I think I see things on a deeper level than most people. I really do. I don't know what's wrong with people in this realm. It's not possible. That's not going to happen in this realm. It is not possible in this realm to be surrounded by honest people. You might reach one or two or three or maybe one handful of honest people here in a lifetime if you're lucky. Most people are not honest. They'll just pretend to understand everything. Oh, it is frustrating because most people don't even focus. They just don't. They really don't. I'm not trying to be a downer or depressing. It's just, but I wish people would just be honest, even about what level they're at. There's people on my channel, they're still gobbling up hours of shit channel content and buying it. They're not there to be critics. They're not there just to be entertained. They're buying it. They still believe it and they can't see. And if I told them you're on a shit channel, they would be shocked saying, not this channel, Stephen. No, they're good. They would start defending it. And it is frustrating. It's frustrating. It's like walking up to somebody that's a complete zombie or half zombie out in the public, out in the wild. They have a blindfold over their eyes and I tap them on the shoulder like that. A smack on the shoulder and say, wake up, you're wearing a blindfold. And their first reaction is to lie and deny it. No, I'm not. They'll say, I'm not wearing a blindfold. And I say, yeah, I can see it. It's on your face. It's covering your eyes. The first reaction of most humans is to lie and deny. And I don't like that. That's most in this realm, the vast majority. If they're caught falling shit, they'll lie and deny and say, oh, it's not shit. I'm not doing that. Very few people can just be honest and humble themselves and go, yeah, I followed shit and just admit it. That's just the start. That's the starting point. That's not the end. An admission that you were programmed to follow shit is not the end. You got a whole journey to go through. A lot of people talk about, quote, waking up like, oh, I woke up one day. Well, how does that make any sense? Or I woke up in the year 2008 or 2015 or 2020. That doesn't make any sense. You began to see a little bit more. You didn't wake up. You're still not awake. You're half asleep. People delude themselves. It doesn't work on me. Like, don't even bother trying that bullshit on me. You'll never succeed. The people that come to my channel saying, oh, I woke up in 2020, that event in 2020 showed me this and that and woke me up and showed me what humanity does. You're still asleep. That was a blink of an eye ago. You opened your eyes up a little bit. You're not awake. Please don't spare me that stuff. Waking up isn't a moment. It's a life journey. Spare me that kind of talk, please. Baby truther talk. That's what every baby truther does. And a lot of you aren't even aware enough to notice that pattern, that you sound like a million others. You don't even notice it. How many forums have you been? How many people on Facebook and YouTube and here and there? They all talk that way. Oh, this is the year I woke up. It's ridiculous. Spare me. It's insulting to my intelligence. You didn't just wake up one day. Got work to do.
lead lives in a safe place. Others will be tricked into it by, it's going to be the wonderful new thing we've always been for.
He's talking about people going to be tricked. They're already tricked. They're already fooled in so many ways. Before any chip goes in the brain, they're already fooled by so much shit in this realm. So much shit. That's part of it. The other part is when they're shown any truth, they resist with everything they have. People think I'm kidding. I wouldn't be surprised if I got murdered out of this realm by somebody that hates the truth I'm speaking. That's a distinct possibility. A lot of you don't get it. You just don't get it. You don't get how much truth is hated. It's not just a realm of lies. That's just part of it. You haven't thought this through. There's a reward for you for being lazy. I'll put it up on the screen. You want to be lazy and not think things through and not face evil and see what evil's doing and pay attention and care about good and care about the truth and care about what demons are doing to ones that are truth speakers, and you don't want to care and put any energy and thought into it. You don't want to think about any of these things here. Well, here's your destination. Congratulations. I'll congratulate you before you end up in the recycling bin. And I'm not crying victim. I'm not saying, hey, I'm the only victim. I'm saying that I ask myself once in a while, why am I still doing this channel? Am I a glutton for punishment? Am I doing it so that more of them will betray me? More of them will go over to Team Evil, slander me, smear campaign me, say that I'm a demon, say that I'm this, lie about me, say that my eyes are black when they're green, say all sorts of false things, say that my artwork isn't mine, all kinds of lies. It's been countless lies. It's been sickening. It's been an experience that was really fun at the beginning and the first year, maybe even a little bit after a year. I've lost multiple channels now, multiple taken down. I've gone through a lot with trying to do this for 2 years, and I've seen, I think, some of the worst of humanity doing this. It's helped me see clearer. I was still a little bit more, before I began this, I was a little bit too naive still. I wasn't 100% naive, but a little bit too naive, a little bit too idealistic, a little bit too trusting, a little bit too caring for strangers. And I won't say that this has hardened me, but it has made me more wary and skeptical of beings. And it's taught me that as much energy as I can put into caring to trying to help others, it almost always backfires and I end up getting punished somehow or hurt or betrayed for trying harder to help people. That's what humanity, hundreds have shown me on my channel for the past 2 years. Hundreds. As I said, there's whole channels on YouTube with hundreds of people that used to be here that ended up being evil and rejected from my channel, and they're no longer welcome here. They're banned. Whole channels full. It's not just a few bad apples. It's a hell of a lot of fucking demons, which you don't have to face if you're not running a channel doing this. You won't be betrayed by 300 people or more, or, you know, handfuls of former moderators, multiple handfuls. You won't have to go through that if you're not running a channel and doing what I do. You won't have to go through that. So I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know how many people I'm truly reaching. I always have to wonder now because so many that have been here for a year or longer can leave and have learned nothing. Nothing, which seems remarkable to me. I don't even know how that's possible. I couldn't be on any channel for a year and learn nothing. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to stay there for a year, 2 years and learn nothing. And yet I've witnessed this. People that have been here, people that spent hours live talking to me and learned nothing. Hours and hours, hours, dozens of hours, maybe hundreds of hours here, learned nothing. Nothing. I have to wonder how that's possible, other than saying they must be a different species. And to share this short video, I used to get even 6 months ago on my Esoterica series, only 587 views on this video. That seems like so few compared to the internet and compared to other channels that actually get views, get 1,200, 1,400 views in a matter of a few hours. In months, I only get 500 views on this video. Is it true or not? Okay. I make these videos to help people, and very few are interested. They prefer garbage. It's like the old, the one that I like going to and retelling. If I ran a fine dining restaurant with 3 Michelin stars, and if I was the owner slash chef, and I invited you all there, 30 people tuned in. I invited everyone here to come and eat dinner, and you all agreed and said, I'd love to visit whatever night we all get together after a certain date, and it's all free. I tell you, you don't have to bring your purse or your wallet. It's all taken care of. The meal, 7 course dinner, sample of the fine dining of my fine dining menu, and drinks covered, alcohol, non-alcoholic drinks. It's all taken care of, and even the tip. You don't have to tip. I will tip the staff myself. I will tap. I will tip the tap, not tap. I won't tap the waitresses. I'll tip the servers. It's all included. All you have to do is show up and enjoy. You can be generous with people, and they'll go over and at the end of it, it's a snowy night. It's winter time in Canada. Let's say it's in Toronto, not Toronto, but Toronto. They call it Toronto, and it's a snowy night. So I kind of look out the window to make sure that some of you, like I'm worried that you'll get to your car safely. So I look out the window, and I notice some of you are crossing the road, and you're not going to start your car or to brush off the snow off the windshield or the windscreen. I think they call it in Australia or the UK, or maybe both. But here we have to have a scraper and brush to brush off the snow. We get snow and ice in Canada and warm up the vehicle. But I notice you're crossing the road, a bunch of you, and you're going to a McDonald's that's across the street in a mall in a parking lot where it's not right across, but you can see, and you're going to a dumpster. And I'm almost going, what is going on here? They were just given this beautiful meal, 7 course dinner. Each plate was a work of art, delicious, including rare items that you can't just order anywhere or find on a menu or find a chef to be able to prepare it. And per person, the meal might be a $500 meal for that night, and maybe more with wine and desserts, and could be closer to $1,000 per person. Let's say I treated you to 30 people tuned in to $30,000 of food and drinks and tips included. And then I see you going across the street, digging out of a dumpster at McDonald's to eat old Big Macs to cleanse your palate of the beautiful food with garbage. How am I supposed to feel about that? And that's how I feel on YouTube. That's what I see. People prefer garbage when given something delicious for free. That's what most people prefer in the realm. It's not just the people here tuned in. It's most on YouTube. Most in the realm prefer garbage, trash, rotten food. They'd rather have food poisoning than a fine dining 3 Michelin star restaurant meal for free. That's what they prefer. And they show it. Their behavior shows it. Not just me saying it. I observe it. I watch them on shit channels gobbling up shit like a pig to shit. They're just drawn to it or fly to shit. They love it. Love it. They love it. But as I've always said, understanding is one of the rarest things in this realm. If understanding was currency, almost everyone in the realm would be broke. They have almost no understanding of anyone else. They don't even try to understand others. They don't make any effort to listen, pay attention, try to understand, even in one conversation, much less understand someone on a deep spiritual level. That's that's beyond rare. That's beyond super rare. That's it's as rare as it gets here. To understand somebody on a spiritual level, that's one of the rarest things in this realm. Few people will ever contemplate that. That almost no being here really truly understands on a deep spiritual level another being or is understood by other beings.
Then you might see a larger change. But as soon as you start saying, I'm going to fix it all, you run into the problem of why was this reality created in the first place? If this reality was created as a video game for golf, but I'm trying to turn the reality into a video game for cars, it's not going to work. It's not programmed for that. So that's where we get caught. And I got caught in it too, Chad. I spent a decade trying to fix this place and wondered why am I just getting exhausted? Why am I just getting tired? And it's when I realized I'm trying to fix something that actually doesn't need to be fixed. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's
Yeah, it's just like trying to reach people that can't be reached. It's exhausting. It's futile. It's impossible.
built to do what it's supposed to do. And again, that was the, oh, wow, was that just laxing to say, well, then what can I impact? What could I do? And that's potential. I don't know for sure, but it seems like if I try to help a couple of people who live next door, they can actually, something can happen there. So my focus of where to put my energy is cheap, bigger to small. Someone's been watching my channel for a while. He says people cause other people to suffer. It's not God.
So they want to blame people. The realm itself, 10,000 diseases, that's not people. Earthquakes, hurricanes, tornadoes, firestorms, blizzards, volcanic eruptions, mudslides, floods. It's not people causing that to suffer. You're wrong, but you don't want to face this because it's true. So you'll go by that and you want to blame people. Say, it's not God, it's people, people.
People.
They want to blame people. It's the number one thing that the soul trapped deniers want to do is blame everything in this realm on people.
Let me tell you something, bro. People are not nice.
Let me tell you something, bro. Who designed people? Who designed the human body for suffering? Did you? No. Did I? No. Did a person? No. Who designed the human body, bro? Who designed the central nervous system with nerves and pain receptors? Bro, let me tell you something, bro. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
They're evil.
Oh, he's saying people are evil. Wow. See, I call demons evil. This guy calls people evil. People are evil. In general, he says people, overall, people are evil. This is interesting.
It's people. Low quality.
He's saying it's people.
Let me tell you something, bro. People are not nice. They're evil. It's people. Low.
Do I think most people will wake up based on me showing that, exposing them? No, I don't. I don't. I no longer have faith that anything I say, share, show here will get through to most people. I think most are lost causes. I'm not saying they're evil. I just think that most are just incapable of even learning at this point. I think most that even come to my channel don't even know what I'm talking about. So he says people are evil.
They're evil. It's people. Low qualities of consciousness. Trust me. I'm gonna explain.
Background music, it's really depressing. He's got his little obelisk crystal right there.